Alright, ladies and gentlemen, following that matchup, we are now getting into our next combatants. It's going to be Sonic and Star Platinum duking it out. These two both are going back and forth in their match at Survivor Series. We went on for a long time, and it's just going to be a good old-fashioned grudge match. And I'm very curious to see how these two are going to match up here tonight.
As we all know, very bad blood between these two competitors. Sonic has had more than a few enemies over the years just because of his mouth, and Star Platinum, not the most difficult guy to anger.
Not difficult at all. Has a very short temper almost, but he might even have a short temper now because he's been on a bit of a losing streak. He has, to my knowledge, not won a match in a very, very long time, and I'm curious if that's going to linger in his head as he goes against the agile one known as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep, if he can utilize his superior senses, his superior strength, and his precise movements, then he might have a chance here, but he's got to come in with a clear head. We saw what happened to him at Survivor Series, and we saw how he reacted when he lost the match there. So we can only hope, here he comes, we can only hope that he's focused, he's been training, and that he can turn it around today. Get a little of his momentum there.
We will see if he can turn around here as the pyro's going off. He's in his head. He's getting ready for it. He's focused, locked in, and this is a good old-fashioned match of speed versus strength. Do you think there's going to be one that's going to favor the other here tonight?
Well, you know, I'm not going to say that I'm rooting for one side or the other because anything can happen. What I will say is, let's look at the facts. Sonic has a way bigger catalog than Star Platinum, who had one anime series, one or two video games. Sonic's been adding to his mythos for the past 20 years. So, if he can pull from that speed, then I don't see how Star Platinum's going to land a hit on him. But that's a big if, Stone.
That is a big if. You were right there. I can't disagree at all. And I'm just very curious to see how this is going to go. Now, something else I'd like to mention here is that I believe that whoever wins this match is going to earn themselves possibly a good chance at going for that YWF Meme Lord Championship. So again, a lot's going on the line here tonight for these guys, and we'll see if that's gonna showcase it here tonight.
You know, Woody's keeping a good eye on this match so that he can see his potential competition for that championship. He may have beaten Rey Mysterio, but he's got a lot of other challengers knocking on his door in the near future.
He is, and already Star Platinum hitting him with a DT and kind of tormenting his competition. Oh, but Sonic using the speed here, getting him with a big springboard dropkick there.
So I think my prediction was right. Star Platinum taking some time to exchange some choice words with Sonic. Chances are these two have a rivalry that extends beyond the ring, and we're going to see that come into play tonight. You know, it's good to have motivation to fight that guy in there, but you got to make sure you have a cool head. Sonic slipped between any cracks in your defense, and that's why he has the upper hand right now.
Has the upper hand indeed, and he's already using those high-flying abilities to his advantage here. Gonna drag Star Platinum over to the corner here, hit his face on turnbuckle, and could be going for something big here. Ooh. Hitting him against turnbuckle again. He's gonna go for a little like a running bulldog maybe, and here it comes, connecting it with it frivolously.
And of course, always that trademark showmanship with Sonic. He's absolutely dominating out there and seems to always make it look effortless. Let's hope he can keep up that momentum.
Looks like he has been so far. So Star Platinum not really getting much offense in, but that's going to change here as he counters Sonic, punches to the head. He's starting to get his groove going here.
Let's hope Sonic can withstand those heavy blows, because Star Platinum is a tank, right? Over 200 pounds of solid muscle, but Sonic is a little guy. And while Star Platinum is driving those knuckles, see what I did there, into Sonic's forehead, you got to wonder how many of those he can take. Ooh, huge body splat.
And how many more body splash can he take? 200 pounds of straight muscle hitting him in the chest, but he's going to kick out too. Star Platinum a little bit stunned by that, but I mean, he's going to do more to take out Sonic, and what could he be going for here? A big move coming.
Lifted him like he's nothing. Watch out. Crashing onto that canvas. Sonic is not moving. Somehow he's still Oh, Star Platinum's fired up.
Oh, what a nice counter from Sonic, showing off some strength from him.
That might have just saved him the match stone. Are we going to see a comeback?
Might here, running Hurricane Rana. He's going to use that agility. A big moonsault off the ropes. He's going to go for a cover. Could this be the match here? No, only a 2 count. Sonic, again, a little bit of disbelief looking at his face.
Well, these two do not come to play, just back and forth. Absolute carnage. But Sonic definitely has the upper hand right now.
Yeah, definitely got to give it to Sonic here. Gonna go for a big top rope moonsault here, busting out all the stops against his opponent. Gonna go for yet another pin, but Star Platinum too strong, getting out.
You know, even with all that strength, if he doesn't fight back soon, he's eventually going to wear down and run out of stamina. Sonic's getting ready to do something big on his side.
Oh my god. Punch to like the throat maybe? I don't know. Going for a pin, this could be it. And it is. What a quick one here as Sonic topples Star Platinum almost like he was nothing.
You know, you got to wonder, was Star Platinum's head in it tonight? Because he may have been on a losing streak, but he's still a fierce competitor, and I feel like he just took a clean loss to Sonic, and I really expected more of him.
To Sonic of all people, just not what I was expecting here, but Sonic getting the win. He's hyped about it, and he's going to go back home pretty happy. But now another rivalry that kind of brewed from the Survivor Series. Joel Rogers got himself counted out on Whitley's team, and which ultimately may have cost him the match. So they're going to be duking it out here. And honestly, this is a match that could have been happened for a long time.
That's right. You know, you never know how things are going to turn out. With the amount of money on the line, the Meme Lord Championship, the most prestigious stage in Southern Maryland. The rivalries are going to form and alliances are going to break. You hate to see it, Stone, but Joel doesn't seem to have lost a step. He's looking good. He's looking strong. He's running to that ring, and let's see if he can take down the likes of Dennis and Sprite Cranberry in this 1-on-2 handicap match.
I believe it's just a one-on-one match. I think Sprite Cranberry and Masko are going to be there to root on their leader, but I'd be very curious to see if they were to go on handicap if Joe could prevail there, but we'll find it out another time as we're going to see the leader of the Whitley Appreciation Society, Dennis Whitley, coming out with his entourage, and he is looking fierce as ever.
Well, you know, Dennis isn't exactly known for fair play, and neither is the Whitley Appreciation Society, so I'm hoping that we've got a real good ref in the ring right now. But, you know, Dennis there, backed by Sprite Cranberry, looking over the crowd with disgust, like ants under his foot. You know, he's been performing quite well lately. You got to wonder if some of that confidence is earned.
Maybe so. He's got on his favorite flamingo Hawaiian shirt, and you also want to mention the fact that who else is coming to ring from El Masko, the newest member of the Whitley Appreciation Society, also coming to ring with Dennis. Do you think he's going to play effect in this match at all?
That's right, Stone. Dennis and Sprite Cranberry just looking strong as ever. What a duo. What a pair out there. Flexing along the ring. You know, not ignoring, of course, the intern or whoever that is they have on the side there with them. But, you know, with Sprite Cranberry at his side, I don't think Dennis is gonna do anything but give his best performance.
Maybe so. Match is gonna be underway here. Classic grudge match, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Joel Rogers, Dennis Whitley. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Dennis starting off very fierce, going for chops and kicks, but Joel gonna counter very quickly, not having it.
I'm being told that I'm legally obligated to acknowledge all folks coming to the ring, so El Masko is indeed there as well on the side with Sprite Cranberry.
I mean, Andre, I know you're not the biggest fan of El Masko, but you gotta admit he's gotta have to add something to this match. Is there at least one thing that is gonna matter with El Masko being in the match here tonight at all?
Well, I suppose if one of his many enemies, debtors, or perhaps the IRS comes to pick him up, that would be quite the distraction for the Whitley Appreciation Society, which might allow Joe to capitalize. Other than that, I can't think of a way he could possibly contribute but he may not need to. Dennis seems to be handling himself quite well in that ring. Joel's going to need to do something soon if he wants to have a chance at winning this match.
He is. Dennis has been very on top of it so far, going for a huge elbow drop. Joel kind of starting this match off a little slow here, but hopefully he can get something going. He is. There we go. Nice counter from Joel Rogers. Going to go for what looks like maybe like a sunset flip. He is. Nicely done. He's going to go for a pin. Not enough, though.
Well, Joel's known for his stamina and his grit. He's the kind of guy who's going to find a solution no matter what. And it's situations like this where he's backed into the corner, where he's got the enemy on all sides, where he usually shines. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this comeback start here and the momentum start to shift. Putting his knee on the back of the neck of Dennis Whitley. Dennis hopping up, full of energy still. Huge choke slam on Joel. Going to follow up by dismantling the limbs. And that's a good idea, Stone. Joel, avid volleyball player, is known for his leg strength. If you can take out those quads,
very much so.
If you can tire out those legs, you're going to have a way bigger chance of beating him. But now, savage body drop. Didn't quite land right. That might have done equal damage to both of them, Stone.
Think so. He may have gotten a piece of Whitley's leg there, but I gotta reiterate with you there when you said Joel, such a strong and just agile competitor. Like you said, that leg strength he has. We know he's just an all-around fit competitor, but we know Dennis is such a swift and agile fellow as well. I mean, he goes of a huge burst of energy in the beginning of his matches, and that may come into play here tonight. You'll see a huge neck breaker almost coming from Whitley. And what could he be planning here right now?
Yeah, Dennis looks like he's decided it's been enough. He's dragging Joel to the middle, going for the pin. Not quite going to get it. And my feed seems to be slowing down just a little bit here. So I'll give it a moment to catch up. But it looks like Dennis is keeping the momentum on my end now, twisting and turning that arm around Joel, dropping to the floor. Oof, that's going to hurt. Another pin.
Dennis has been on top so far this match. He has really taken not a lot of huge critical damage. I wonder when, if ever, Joel can get back into this match.
You know, you got to wonder how many hours, how many reels of footage, and how many Sprite Cranberries Dennis went through sitting in the lab with his team, the Whitley Appreciation Society, just reviewing footage, preparing for the strategy, locking in on those injuries to the fingers, to the legs.
Oh, Dennis, he got him there, connecting with some kind of punch to Joel. Joel trying to get away from him, and he is able to, bringing some vicious chops to the Dennis, and hitting with a mean enziguri kick, and now he's on the attack here.
Nice, some decisive strikes going to shift the momentum right back to Joel, who's running to the top rope. It looks like he's trying to...
Just short.
That's going to cost him. Joel staggering to his feet, Dennis right behind him. Joel going to manage to get dominant position, and now taking Dennis to the turnbuckle. He's doing everything he can to put Dennis in a disadvantageous situation and do as much damage as possible. But you know, if he keeps messing up these big moves, is he going to go for another dive? No, stepping out of the ring. If he keeps going for these big moves, he might find himself in a bad situation. Joel needs to wrap this up while he still has the momentum.
Maybe so, but Joel, we know, has so much grit and determination and such ring awareness, able to block that Superman punch from Dennis. Very nicely done. And now he's going to go for someone on the outside, maybe a power bomb or something. Indeed, a power bomb onto that outside area. That's going to hurt. But another thing I want to ask you about the Whitley's Appreciation Society. Do you know if they have a headquarters? Because I've never seen an official address from them. I'm not sure how legitimate they are, but they continue to come here every event, so it's got to be something with them. Not sure, but Dennis back on the attack, though.
You know, it's hard to get into the logistics of it, and in fact, the legal portion may just get us sued, but I will say this. The Whitley Appreciation Society is a generous donator to the YWF, and many of the venues, events, superstars, and other things that we spend our hard-earned money to work on has been provided by the Whitley Appreciation Society. As far as we're concerned, they've always got a place here. On top of, another big drop.
Another huge drop, but you are right. They do contribute a lot, so it's about them. We may be going out of business, but we're not against that right now.
Some could say we're in debt to them.
Anyway, Joel Rogers going for a huge Phoenix splash. He's gonna connect. What a move from Joel. He's gonna hit one of those high-risk maneuvers, but getting the rope break though is Dennis. But ooh, nice maneuver again from Joel.
Terrible luck on the rope break. You know, he was hoping and praying to get the pin then and there because his body's got to be burning with the way that Dennis has been targeting those injured areas, and especially with those 3, now maybe 4 failed top rope moves.
Ooh.
Another big Phoenix splash. No rope break this time. Could this be it?
It is. Joel Rogers able to pick up the victory against his former roommate, Dennis Whitley.
Wow. And this was the biggest match on the card tonight in terms of Vegas betting and the odds, because these two have such a complex history. They have such big wins under their belt. And Masko is back there freaking out. Why are you mad?
Because his team loss is very upsetting. But hold on, what's going on here? Okay, it looks like Ben Shit, who was in a steel cage match with Thanos at the last Survivor Series, it looks like attacking Thanos in the backstage area.
This is absolutely unbelievable. We need to get security out there right now. This kind of battle could tear apart this building. And listen, we don't have much excess funding. Ben, oh my goodness, why? What was going on between them, do you think? He is absolutely ripping into Thanos, and there's no ref out there to stop it.
No one back there to stop it. I don't know if anyone wants to get in between these two. These two have been going back and forth for months, and Thanos trying to do something, but Ben is on such a fierce attack. I have never, and this is saying something, I've never seen him this aggressive towards somebody in possibly my whole career commentating.
And that's saying a lot. He doesn't even have a chance to swing the chair. Ben's performing better than the Incredible Hulk in the Avengers Infinity War Part 1. This is incredible.
Oh, but eventually Thanos was going to get back into it, though. It is Thanos, after all. He's trying to get some kind of space between them, and he's on the attack now. But I want to say I'm baffled, but I mean, coming from a guy like Ben, I mean, this is not something that's too surprising for him to be just so aggravated at a loss. He's going to try to get revenge.
You know, Ben is a little something beyond normal, and we can only tell by his performance in the match, which was admirable, that he's not a regular guy, but, you know, it's going to take more than a regular guy to get up from a chokeslam like that from Thanos on that hard, cold concrete. You know, it leads me to wonder, when Ben was straddling the edge of that cage and Thanos was on the ground, what was he thinking? Because he had the match in his hand, and now he's going so far as to attack the other competitor in a unsportsmanlike tantrum, because he doesn't like how things turned out. If you don't like it, jump out of the cage.
I gotta agree with you there. And now Thanos, though, is getting back on the upper hand, using that steel chair to his advantage. Ben trying to get some space between them. He is going to, but I mean, these two are going back. I don't know where security is. I don't know if there's anybody back here, but I mean, the ripple effects this fight could cause is immense.
If this continues, this could not only have unprecedented effects on the alliances and the social climate of the YWF, but we could potentially see one of these guys lose their career here tonight. Ben throwing a knee on the skull of Thanos, slamming him on that concrete, now slamming the metal chair into his spine after Thanos slammed it into his knee. We need to get security or the cops or someone out there right now, or we could see someone, well,
someone perish. I mean, let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't want to say it for the kids at home, but yeah, we might. Oh my gosh.
I mean, we needed to get the military. I mean, the coastal guard. I mean, the Air Force, Navy. Can we?
Hell, the Avengers.
The Avengers.
Get the Avengers.
Literally, is there somebody out here like? Someone stop the madness. Chairs are flying everywhere. Tables are on their sides, somehow standing upright. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm at a loss for words. I am at an absolute loss for words.
You know, I've never seen two guys this angry at each other since Tom and Jerry. And I'm willing.
Oh my God.
Good Lord. Someone sent in Pepsi Man. An ice-cold Pepsi shared between these two would settle everything. Thanos is knocked out cold. My God.
It would be, but I'm at a loss of words seeing that. Ben just knocked out Thanos. We're going to maybe get an update on Thanos later on tonight, but we're going to try to move on now to the next match as we see Mr. Machine and the Haters going to rematch for their YWF Twitch Tag Team titles they lost, and here they come. The former champions trying to get the gold back.
And why do you think it is that Mystery Machine was able to get a rematch so quickly?
I mean, they had that rematch clause in their contract. I'm not saying that, I had any pull of this, but, hey, things happen. What can I say?
You're definitely paying off somebody, but hey, it's not my job to... Oh, no.
Hold on, what's going on here? The Haters have ambushed the Mystery Machine during their entrance. Can they do this?
Now, this is hating right here. My God, there has to be a level of hating where we have to say, okay, the gimmick is over. This is just disgusting.
We're gonna try to get some kind of like coordination in the ring now. I think I'm getting word the ref is trying to get the teams back into their corners. It looks like he's getting them going. We're gonna have his match officially start, but I mean I can't believe the Haters would do that.
What a couple of cowards. It's behavior like that turned the YWF into what it is today. And frankly, I blame Dennis Whitley IV. But that's not the place for my politics. This is a place for the match. Stone managing to make a good comeback so far despite the cowardly attack from the Haters. Going for, in my opinion, a bit of an early pin, but maybe it was just to throw him off. Huge kick to the back, stomp to the face. Stone has decided he's going to do this fair and square. Now, hopefully, they'll get their revenge in this rematch.
Hopefully so. And I figured that kind of attitude from Hater Hegarty, but GWYNRob I thought would be a nice guy. Has he started to turn a new leaf now that he's been partnering with Hegarty as a tag team lately, and with the gold around their waists?
Let me let you in on a little secret, Stone. I've known Rob for a long time, and the sneaky part about him is he puts up a front of just a nice little guy, a innocent little dude, boy next door who you'd bring home to mom and pop. Your little friend, right? Like Rowley from Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Good comparison.
It's all a lie. He's a conniving, hateful, backstabbing guy, and we can see that by the way he wrestles. And if we could afford mics, you'd see it in his promos as well.
Yeah, we're still working on that aspect of the foundation. We're getting it together, but going into the match though, we see Mystery Machine tagging in Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo going to try to get an edge now on Hater Hegarty, but he's going to miss some kind of double axe handle, but he still has the advantage, taking him into the corner now.
Scooby-Doo just surprisingly agile, despite backstage eating a 17-layer hot fudge and pickle Italian ham and cheese sandwich.
I can indeed concur. He did eat that for his match, yep.
He did eat that, yes. He emptied out the whole kitchen. We don't know how we're going to feed the staff, but hey, he sells tickets, and tickets make money. Hegarty, despite apparently a little woozy still, manages to reverse and get out of there just in time for Scooby to stand up. Rob going on the offensive before Scooby can get his bearings, slamming him face first into the mat.
Now, must reiterate, this match is a falls count anywhere type match, so the pins could happen inside or even outside the ring. So I must ask, do you think it's going to play an advantage for either team tonight?
I think the audience needs to keep their eyes glued to the screen, Stone, because whether we're in the ring, outside the ring, on the ceiling, or on the announcer's table where we're sitting, things could get ugly. I definitely think it'll play a role. Even right now, if Hegarty decided to take advantage of Stone's position right there, that could have been the end of the match. We need to make sure that these guys are not only fighting their best, but keeping their situational awareness. Nice reversal by Scoob.
Nice reversal indeed. Scooby now back on the attack against GWYNRob. Considered to be more of the tank of the group, and he's not going to go down without a fight. Nice counter. Going to go for a kick to the groin of Scooby. Going to connect and now put him into a fireman's carry. Dragging him across the ring. And going to throw him to the outside.
Incredible strength on display from GWYNRob right now. Scooby going to make that 12-foot drop out of the ring to the foundation. GWYNRob not letting up on the attack.
Not letting up at all. He's got Scooby on their side of the ring, so they currently have full advantage right now, and they're taking advantage of it. I mean, throwing Scooby around, no no give whatsoever. And Rob going back in the ring. Now he's going to come back in. Not sure what his plan is, but he's going to go back on the attack.
Yeah, you have to wonder, what is their strategy going into this? They can't just be attacking blindly. We know the haters are the type to make plans, just like when they interrupted the introduction. So what is the idea? Did they think it was an easy matchup? Do they think they can just show up and fight and things will turn out okay? I'm not quite too sure. But I know one thing. Scooby might need to get out of there and let Stone take some of that heat while he licks his wounds.
Maybe so, but Scooby is coming back in. Rob, though, going to take the advantage and going to tag in Hegarty, who's gotten some time to rest, but Scooby's still back on the attack, and he still wants a piece of Rob.
I know Scooby's got a bone to pick, no pun intended, but I really think it would be in his best interest to step out, catch his breath, and let Stone keep up that stellar performance he was showing earlier. Seems perhaps me or God spoke to him, but Scooby going to chill on the outside ring. Stone, unfortunately, going to get scooped up right out of the gate and dropped on that rock-hard rope. Huge elbow to the face by Stone.
Huge elbow. Now he's going to drag him to his side of the corner. Hegarty able to get out of the way, but a little bit of weird communication there from the two, but Hater's going to take advantage of it. Now going to go to his side of the ring, tagging GWYNRob. And I got to ask you, do you think the team of Mystery Machine is still staggered from that attack that they witnessed before the match even started? I mean, I'm still baffled at that, honestly.
Oh, that's definitely playing a role right here. I think if the CEO knew anything about anything, he would have stopped this match, rescheduled it, and hit the haters with a hell of a fine. You got a good blow there on both Scooby and Stone while they were on the top rope. That kind of injury throws a guy off before a match, especially when he doesn't see it coming. Now, I don't mean to make excuses for the guys. They've come back from worse situations, but I got to say, I'm not loving how this match has started out. But one thing I will give you on a pure win and loss, these guys know the rules and how to take advantage of them, because they're sure got the momentum right now. Big elbow.
They do indeed. Hegarty once again taking that technical aspect to his advantage, just going for the limbs, going for the attack, a nice swinging and neck breaker, and Stone's injured. I mean, he's grabbing that head, just not at 100% right now, and I don't know, it's not looking great for them so far.
It's not. Now, it's possible they could turn it around. We've seen it before, that when they get going, Scooby and Stone prove to be quite the duo. But right now, Tommy going so far as to gloat, take a breather there on the turnbuckle, is making it look easy. Rob getting tagged back in. And I think their advantage here is they're really taking advantage of those tags. We've only seen a couple tags from Scooby and Stone so far, and double or more from the haters. Now Stone managing to turn things around, not allowing Rob a chance to get up, going arm, back to the turnbuckle. He doesn't want this to turn back around.
Stone went for that finishing shooting star press, but Rob able to get the knees up. This could be it, but no, Stone's able to kick out. I mean, the haters have looked like the absolute pinnacle of tag team wrestling. They have proven why they are the champions, and they are here to defend their titles. And I don't know, this one might be over quick. As we see Anaconda Vice, the finishing submission from Tommy. Is he going to tap? Scooby's got to break it up now. Oh, and he is.
Yeah, Scooby not going to let it happen. Big boot right to the face of Hegarty.
Oh. Trying to slither a win real quick as Scooby went back to his corner. Now Tommy going to top rope. We don't see Tommy go to the top rope very often. And maybe that's why Stone able to roll out of the way. Big mistake from Hegarty, and Lehosky is now going to capitalize on that mistake.
This might be his chance. Yes, I agree. Get some rest for yourself, recuperate, and live to fight another day. Now Scooby's coming out of the gate swinging, manages to reverse Hegarty. And you know, it's funny. Despite being relatively weak strength-wise compared to some of our other competitors, Robert Carmona and Hegarty are actually both very technical. We saw some big reversals today, especially from the top rope, that managed to turn the match around. And now, having the pin broken up right there, getting a little chaotic in the ring right now.
It is. Both teams are giving it everything they've got so far. We've seen a spear from Scooby. We've seen a shooting star press attempt from Stone. We've seen the Anaconda Vice from Hegarty. These teams are pulling everything out right now to be the tag team champions.
Yeah, we can tell that belt means everything to those guys, and they're willing to put everything on the line, whatever it takes.
Ooh. Nice moonsault DDT from Stone. Learned that one from the phenomenal one. AJ Styles going for a pin, but only a 2 count though. He thought he had him there.
Not quite. It was a good effort, but he's going to have to do a little better than that. Stone now starting to get a little more frequent with those tags. Going to let Scooby come in, and Scooby not quite managing to take advantage there as Hegarty reversal into a suplex. Now Hegarty, fresh off of the suplex, going to tag in Cartman. And I've noticed that on the Hater side, my gosh, choking Robert out, or Robert choking Scooby out in a barbaric way.
Absolutely barbaric indeed. Uh-oh, looking for something big here. Gonna do it again. Oh my god, again with the mandible claw, choking out Scooby. He's knocked him out unconscious maybe. Gonna go for the pin. This could be it. This could be the match right here. But Scooby able to kick out again.
Wow, Scooby actually losing consciousness for a moment there. And as you know in the YWF, if you don't tap, it's not a victory. Robert just hitting Scooby with finisher after finisher after finisher. He's not going to last longer. I think Stone's going to need to intervene.
Oh my god, again. Might have to here. This is a 3rd time he's going for it and Stone able to break it up, knowing that might have been the end.
I think that was a good call. You look at Scooby, he's completely unresponsive for a minute there. I think that the repeated blows along with the deprivation of oxygen of that brutal finisher had him blacking out for a moment there. Now Stone's out of commission. Scooby has to make something happen here. Rob thinking about his next move.
Oh, the willpower of Scooby-Dooby-Doo indeed coming to play here. He's not going to give up. He's going to go for, looks like something from a top rope. Hegarty going to try to stop it maybe. Oh, it wasn't in time. Knees to the face by Scooby. Going to go for a pin here. Is this going to be it? I don't think so. Hegarty right there to break it up.
Yep, and between you and me, Stone, I don't think that would have been the 3 count. Anyway, something needs to happen because Scooby managing to avoid going down after that tricky situation there.
That stunned Robert Cremona, Hegarty out of the ring. Is this going to be it? Scooby could become the champion. No, another kick out. Both these teams will not go down.
I think we're looking at a good candidate for match of the night. This is an absolute slobber knocker, if you don't mind me saying, Jim Rush. Going back and forth. Rob going to gloat to the crowd for a minute there. I don't know if I agree with that decision because it gave Stone the opportunity to get the jump on him. Is he going over the rope? Yes, he is. Incredible strength being shown there for Stone despite a relatively slim frame. Now going for the fall outside. As you said, this is a falls count anywhere. Stone going to follow up the attack. Hegarty surprisingly backing off, which is the rules, right? But surprising, I must say. Stone bringing it back in the ring.
Ooh. Going up top now, looking for one of his patented maneuvers, maybe? The shooting star press is going to connect. That's his finisher. He's going to go for the pin. Could this be the match? No. So close.
Oh, man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now, Stone. This is an absolute nail-biter as Hegarty, again, controlling every piece he can. The puppet master absolutely refusing to lose a match until his teammate can get his bearings and go for the tag. Speaking of go for the tag, Stone, after taking a rest, taking some time outside of the ring, is looking way better in there. Is this it?
My God.
Wow.
GWYNRob refusing to go down right now. Scooby was so confident. He was ready to celebrate with his partner, but that was not the end of the match. GWYNRob still having some fight in him here, as you can see.
Managing even to get a reversal. This is a chance for him to get his offense off, but Stone not going to have it. Rob managing to grab the grapple first, and he said, okay, come into my world. You're in my corner now. Stone busted wide open.
Yeah, bleeding from that hit now. Looks like Rob's taking advantage. Going to slam his face into the mat. And now Rob going to tag in his partner. Maybe this could be the advantage the haters need.
Hegarty going to go straight for the pin. No follow-up attack there. And Scooby rushing in, being a good boy and going to break up that pin. Hegarty unfazed by the carnage in the ring, is going to continue his assault on Stone. And this is what makes Hegarty so dangerous. You know, it's not a blind hatred, right? He's not lashing out at anyone and everyone. It's a very cunning, calculated type of hatred that makes sure he's always in an advantageous position.
He is. He's going for both competitors, throwing both of them into the ring, almost like he wants to cause damage to them at the same time or something. Very questionable. That's going to give Stone enough light, though, to do something here. Going to pick up Hegarty. Is he going to throw him over the top? He is.
And the second time with that absolutely Herculean toss from Stone, Hegarty corralling his competitors in the ring, but not quite able to do it. Stone taking Hegarty for a ride. This might be it. No, Rob going to stand there and watch. But he believed in his teammate. Kick out just barely, a 2.5 count.
Stone a little stunned that he was able to kick out there. And yeah, I'm curious what Rob was thinking not to get his team. Maybe he had confidence in him, but Stone maybe a little bit flustered. Going to take off the announcer table desk now. What could we see here? And he's just going to go back into the ring. Maybe he just wanted to blow off some steam.
You know, we usually don't see these type of tactics from Stone, but I think he's seeing with the what?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Stone, no!
Ref accidentally bumped into Stone when he was taunting, and he got really annoyed. He's just going on a full-blown rampage now. What is going on? I am not sure.
Stone getting really upset, using a wrestling move on our 55-year-old referee who volunteers at his church. He does have a bad back, and I think that might have just aggravated it, but we don't have time for that now. Stone targeting the shoulders of GWYNRob, bouncing off the ropes unsuccessfully, and just so many pitch-perfect counters from Hegarty. And that's what he's known for, countering at just the right time to turn around the match. Nice move from Stone there.
Beautiful angle slam there. He's going to do a nice elbow to the face of Hegarty and now just have him against the ropes. Man, this has been an absolute back and forth classic match. Gonna see a super kick now into maybe a German suplex. What a move. And Rob is still stunned outside the ring now. Still maybe taking the advantage he needs to win this match. Shooting star press. Is this going to be it?
This is a do or die moment for the Mystery Machine. Wow. Absolutely incredible match.
Absolutely incredible is right. The team of Mr. Machine were able to regain their tag team championships despite being attacked from behind before the match even started. Did you see this happening when you first saw that encounter?
You know, the Haters are a very, very strong team. We saw it at your Survivor Series. We saw it at YurterSlam. We've seen it time and time again, both cunning with strong fundamentals, and we saw that today. And, you know, it was touch and go for a second there. I personally didn't know who I would have put my money on, but at the end of the day, Mystery Machine, they gritted through it, and then they came out on top.
They did indeed. And now for your main event of the evening. The two team captains of the winning teams from your Survivor Series are going to challenge Eric Cartman for the YWF TikTok Championship in a Hell in a Cell match. Now, this was supposed to be a rematch, a one-on-one match between Eric Cartman and the former champ, Andre Wink. But Andre, we know you have some injuries still lingering with what happened at the match where Eric Cartman attacked you.
Yeah, the little such and such cashed in his PS5, even though he swore up and down that he wasn't going to, and came and got me when I was literally an inch away from winning. So I'm out for the next few weeks, you know, and you know we can have these guys come in and fight, and Matty can do his little dance, and they can pass around my championship. But as soon as I'm healed up, I'm coming back for it.
That's right. I'm actually getting word here that what's that? Oh, I've been two updates. Okay, first update here is regarding Thanos. He is actually out of commission now. We don't know how long he's going to be out for, but he is out indefinitely. And also what I'm hearing is from your doctor is that you might be cleared for the YurterRumble. So are you going to use that chance to challenge back for your championship if that arises?
I'll put it to you like this. The moment I even think healthy thoughts, I'm back in the ring. And that's what my opponents are afraid of.
Yeah, indeed. And we're going to now switch our attention now to what's happening in the ring. So we just saw Reydo, and we're now seeing Matty and Montes. Both of them are going to get an opportunity for that championship, and I'm very curious to see how these two are going to fare against what has been so far somewhat of an unstoppable force in Eric Cartman, the champion.
You know, despite how he may seem on the show, Eric Cartman possessing a sort of uncanny strength behind his really pudgy little body. And, you know, we might see Heavy Machinery is right. You know, he's been an absolute dominant force in the Rumble and in other events we've seen him in. And look at him now, towering over the competition.
God, he's just an overwhelmingly large being, like you said, looking over the seas of people as he's holding that TikTok championship he's so proud of getting. And I'm very curious to see how he's going to fare in this triple threat match inside of Hell in a Cell.
You know, there's no slouches in there with the ring with him. Matty, with years of military training, hell of discipline, hell of strength. And then we've got Reydo, who's got all types of creative fighting styles at his disposal, as well as a chip on his shoulder. He's got to watch his back if he wants to hold on to that belt. But one thing's for certain, we're about to see a hell of a match.
Hell of a match indeed. I'm very curious to see how this bout's going to go. And also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the next event after this one is going to be the third ever Yurt Rumble event. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be an absolute blast of an event. I can't wait for it, but I don't want to look too far ahead. We still got your main event still to go as we see the champion getting prepared for his match.
That's right. Tune in for the next event, which is only going to be $99.99 on pay-per-view.
Actually, I'm doing some math right here, including fees. It's probably going to hit triple digits. So, yeah, it's not looking great. We're going to work on that. Don't worry, folks. Once we get the sponsorships, it's going to be over for you. It's going to be absolutely over.
Just go ahead, pre-order now. When we lower the price, we'll refund you the money. We promise.
Can we say that? Are we allowed to make that kind of promise on air? Can we do that?
I'm not a lawyer. The Hell in a Cell is underway.
Hell in a Cell is underway indeed. We're going to see the title. These men are all gunning for it. Matty, Montes, Reydo both won their Survivor Series tag team matches and are getting this opportunity, and it's going to be underway now. And right out the gate, Matty Montes going straight for the champ. Knows he got to wear him down immediately, but Eric Cartman not having any of that.
Reydo thinking about joining the action, but deciding to conserve his energy. But Eric Cartman saying, enough of Matty, I'm moving on to you. And just bullying Laredo with that huge stature. Matty making it look like nothing, though.
Making it look like nothing indeed. Now the two challengers going to go duke it out real quick, but Eric Cartman right back at it again. Now where's Matty going?
Uh-oh. As expected.
Oh, throwing out a kendo stick, yeah.
As expected from the resourceful combatant, Matty using everything at his disposal in order to come out victorious here. 2 count from Eric Cartman. He doesn't seem happy about that.
Oh, but Eric Cartman foiling Matty Montez's plan to use that kendo stick, now throwing him against the rope. Reydo already stunned from the outside. I mean, I gotta reiterate, the dominant performance of Eric Cartman is continuing so far. He has looked great in this match, but Matty not backing down, though.
Right, this is their chance to dethrone one of the fastest growing forces in the YWF. But if they can't take down Eric here, then he might just have more than one championship in his grasp.
Maybe so, but look at Reydo, the main character effect of him coming into play, but Eric Cartman too strong and is taking advantage of Reydo, as we see here. Oh, no, he's looking for a pin. This is going to be it. Reydo taking a lot of damage so far, but able to kick out too. Oh my god, that huge slam. We saw that injure the ribs of Andre Wink, and now he's going to go for a cover. Matty picking up the kendo stick and going to use it to break out the pin. Oh my god.
That is an absolutely deadly move. We have to be careful and make sure we have medics on standby. But it is completely legal. Eric Cartman now knocked out. Reydo somehow recovered. Going to flip the table on Matty Montes, and now he's going on the attack.
It's going on attacking D, gonna drag around Matty to around the center of the ring. Not sure what his plan is here. Gonna continue hitting him with those huge punches into a drop kick, now stomping away. But Eric Cartman is now back in the ring.
What's he doing? Sort of taking a moment, connecting with the crowd, I guess, as Reydo tugs at the face of Matty Montes.
Matty Montes switching his attention to Eric Cartman, champ, gonna throw him out the ring, and he wants to take his eyes onto Reydo. Gonna go for a quick pin after that huge slam. Could this be it? Could we have a new champion here tonight? No, only a 2 count.
Reydo gonna kick out after the 2. Eric Cartman sliding back into the ring. Looks like his target is Reydo, but he's gonna quickly dispatch Matty, slam him into the ring. Now, on to the main event.
Picking up Matty. Oh.
The way he just tosses everyone around as if they're made of plastic is incredible to me. And I mean, look here. Reydo is 5'10".
About a little over 200 pounds, maybe, so give or take, something like that. 240, maybe.
With his YWF body, about 240. Punch to the gut on Matty Montes. He's going to take him by the scruff of his neck like a cat. And Reydo actually teaming up with Cartman there.
But Cartman immediately betraying him.
That's right. This is a Hell in a Cell match.
Uh-oh.
One winner.
Oh my god, another absolute manslaying. Is this going to be it?
Wow.
And it is Eric Cartman continuing his reign of terror, dismantling both Matty and Reydo. Were you surprised that he was able to survive Hell in a Cell and reclaim his title?
You know, I'm supposed to be unbiased as a commentator. I must admit, I was. Matty Montes, super strong competitor, recent recipient of LASIK eye surgery. I expected him to go on a tear, and I mean, Reydo, the guy just had a birthday. He's a strong competitor, but Cartman, just overwhelming strength, surprising agility. They just weren't able to match up. And as much as I don't agree with the kid's morals, I will say he won the championship fair and square there tonight.
He did indeed. And that's going to be it for your YWF YurterSlam event. We had so many memorable matches and events. We hope to see you all the next chapter as we head on to the Yurt Rumble to see who will take on the champion at Yurtlemania for the YWF Championship. So stay tuned for that, and thank you all, and we will see you next time.
Be there.